What's up, YouTube? Redbird here. Today, we're going to talk about the menus in Thrones and Liberty. One of the common themes that I hear about on stream all the time is, man, why are there so many menus? I hate Korean MMOs need to dirty up the menu selection screen. So today, we're going to simplify this for all new players. We're going to go through every menu to make sure you know what you need to know, what you don't need to know. What, maybe you don't care about some of these, maybe you do. Let's hop right in here. We're going to go fast. So you can pause the video if maybe you have questions or what have you. This is a character screen. Again, you can use P to get here. Pretty important. This is where all your gear is, your attributes. You can adjust your attributes with the reset stat button here. This is your character sheet, basically, with all your current stats and attributes. Anything else? Oh, you can switch to also see your trade skills. This is also where you would change the title of your character as well. You can drag items to and fro to equip them. Look at sterilite equipment. This is important for in-game activities. So this is where you do all that. You can do it from the inventory screen as well. Skills, also really big. This is where all your active and passive skills are. You can click the up arrow to level up your skills from this menu. Also, you have your weapon mastery of your 2 weapons currently. Defensive skill equips, don't forget to do that when you switch builds. And then also your skill specializations here. This allows you to like manipulate your skills once you hit level 15. Codex. Your codex is basically your quest log. This is your main story quest log. The side quests for each zone. Once you click on the waypoint, you'll unlock these. And then your collection pages, which grant you ornate coins, I found out, which again, these ornate coins can be used in the store, the shop, to buy pretty useful items throughout the game. Amitois, you can use this and this to like change the color of your armor, your appearance items and stuff like that. So next, battle pass. There's a paid and a subscribed battle pass here. As you progress through these, you'll unlock rewards. There's a currency on the battle pass called star crystals. Another page in Zenith's star shop, which are basically, these are only earned through the battle pass to my understanding. And you can use these items to buy cosmetics through the store. So pretty cool. You can earn these on the free-to-play version of the battle pass as well. Shop. Pretty straightforward. This is where you spend premium currency to unlock things. Pretty standard stuff here. I would say that don't forget during the early stages of like free to play and then the early access servers, you get 2 of these transfer tokens a day. So if you want to switch servers, if you don't like the vibes on your server, maybe there's a super server or a super guild there that you don't want to mess with, you can transfer servers 2 times a day until I think like October 15th or something like that, or October 17th. So don't forget to claim these here if you want to use them. The change server buttons here, and then the storage chest. This is where like basically Twitch drops come and like gifts from the team. So check here every once in a while to claim those. Okay, so this is the main 5 that you're gonna mess with pretty regularly, maybe minus the shop. So let's go through these real quick as well. Guardians, you'll unlock these on the exploration quests in the game. There's quite a few of these. They're just basically an ultimate for your character that you'll transform into this avatar, and then you will get this ability or whatever happens when you transform, like an ultimate ability. So don't forget to check these. They have cool lore here as well if you're interested in that. Amitois, same thing. You unlock a lot of these through the side quest, through the exploration quest in Thrones of Liberty. These are basically the pets that run and grab your loot when they drop from mobs and stuff like that. You can also use these in the Amitoi house. You unlock those early on in the game. That you can run missions and get even more items for like crafting and cooking and stuff like that. So morphs here, this is your dash, glide, and swim, your travel forms for running, flying, and swimming. You'll unlock some of these throughout the game as well through the side quests, the exploration quests. So turn out pretty fruitful to do all your exploration quests at some point. I wouldn't do them as you level, but if you're like done with your dailies that day, you can always go back and do side quests. That's what I've been doing, and you can unlock a lot of these morphs. These shapeshifts, these specials, some of these shapeshifts are like required to complete a quest. You'll pretty much always have them unlocked when you need them. They kind of unlock during the main story quest line and a lot of the exploration quests. So this is where you find those shapeshifts, and then here they're like the play ones. These are just for fun. They transfer you into something funny. Cool. Okay, so Finally is the Mirror Boutique. This is where you use your dyes from the store, or this is where you use like cosmetics that you've claimed in the store. Pretty straightforward. You can change your weapon appearances here, change your emotes that you have assigned as well, and then you can actually take your character's profile picture here. So if I want to like do it like an edgy side view, I can do that, and then look, it turns out to be my character's avatar. Pretty cool. Here we go. Inventory, pretty straightforward. This is all the items you have in your inventory. There's also storage sheds in the game. You can transfer items to and fro. Lithograph book. This is a weird one. You can use it's good early on because you can use your the green lithographs that you get from armor, weapon, and jewelry to craft these craft 3 green helmets, and then it will grant you a blue one. This armor typically isn't great. This helmet tends to be not so bad. But generally, these armor isn't good, but it gets you into blue gear relatively fast, which, you know, sometimes you're like, once you're done leveling from 1 to 50, you might have like a few gaps in the blue equip slots. You can use your lithograph book to kind of craft these at the crafting vendors, and then you'll just click add all, and then it'll unlock this, and you can claim it. But you be careful. Lock your stuff that you want to keep, because it'll ask you every time you get an item, hey, you want to add this to your lithograph book? And 99% of the time, the answer is no. So lock your stuff. All right, craft. Again, this is the crafting. These are basically the crafting recipes for all this stuff. You can't actually craft from this menu. It just shows you what you need and everything like that. It's, you know, I don't know. It's not very useful. You're not going to use that page a lot, to be honest. Auction house. This is where you go and you sell, buy, trade items that you get as drops in the game. This is the premium currency. So if you get a good drop, yesterday I was running with a buddy Durius. He got a good drop in a dungeon with a good perk and sold it for 2,000 lucent or something like that, which ends up being like $20. So make sure you're checking your drops. Especially if it's not for your class, you don't really care about that weapon. You know, check the trait, check the value. Make sure you sell them early, especially during the open or like the early stages of free to play, because I mean these prices are going to be pretty high, and they'll come down significantly later. Enchanting, equipment enchanting. This is a huge page. You can get here through period, the period key. This is where you level up your gear. You can transfer experience from one item to another of the same type, or you can trait your gear. I just put out a video yesterday on trading if you want to learn more about that, but this is where you do all of those things. These are very important for progression. So this is one of the most important menus in the game, is equipment enchanting. Cooking recipes, not important at all. Again, you just go to the cooking place. They'll show them all there. And no really reason to visit this one here. Map. Press the M key. This map is extremely important because not only does it obviously show you like locations of quests and everything, but this is also where you come in and like mark your quests to show waypoints. You see how like if I go through here, it'll then mark these quests on your mini map to make it easy to complete these quests. Don't forget to use that function here on the map. Also on the map page is the calendar page. This shows you when the world events are going to happen, and which world events they are, like raid bosses, etc. Don't forget to go there. These personal pins and what you want to show on the map, not so important. But these two are very important. Don't forget those. Leveling log. This is again like you know, you can buy a leveling pass that will give you extra rewards. But I mean, again, you're only going to use this while leveling. You will unlock these after 50 if you don't complete some of the quests. But once you do this, it's not very important menu. But as you level, it is kind of important. So secret dungeons. Here are the Teodel's Tower. These are basically these are solo bosses that you can do as you level up. I wouldn't actually touch these until you get max level, unless you need like a little bit of XP here and there, because once you get max level, you can do these really fast, and they are extremely rewarding to do. You get a ton of these purple weapon growth stones, blue and green. You also get some cool little side things such as like your morphs and stuff. The Gate of Infinity is basically the in-game solo progression of these Teodel Towers. They basically level them up or scale them up, and you can run them and compete for times here. The rewards are okay. It's just mainly, I would say mostly for fun here. Okay, so now we're on co-op dungeons. This is the page where you look at all your co-op dungeons in the game, your ones as you level, and then your max level ones here. It also shows you a preview of what drops you can get here, so make sure you check these out. I wouldn't run any of these as you level, just because you want to save these tokens for in-game to farm in-game drops. But yeah, pretty straightforward here on the dungeon thing. Milestones. This is interesting. I mean, it's not extremely important, but it is cool because this shows you like your server's progress to unlock all the activities in Thrones and Liberty. So you can come here and check, like, where's my server at? Oh, like today in 1 hour and 20 minutes, the Shadow Crypt is going to unlock, which is huge. This is a in-game open world dungeon you can farm a lot of good gear out of. So this is going to be a big milestone for the server. As you go, you can see like, oh, another dynamic event in a zone that we're going to unlock. Here, we're unlocking another co-op event, another raid boss here, more rift stones. You get the picture. This is basically just as your server progresses, you will unlock these. So when you get on a free-to-play server, you will basically you will start at level 1 as soon as your server launches. So you'll progress as a server. Current tax status, not important at all. I wouldn't worry about that. It just basically shows the taxes, and there's an event called a tax run that you can compete against and loot some of this stuff. So that's pretty cool. But for the most part, I mean, again, unless you're doing like a high-end competitive PvP, you're not going to use this a lot. But if you're interested, there's like the tax rate and stuff like that, and how much taxes have been collected. Event calendar, not really important, honestly. This just shows like, oh, the battle pass is active through these days. Eventually it'll stack up and it'll be kind of useful, but you're not going to visit a lot. Arenas, this is where you queue into arenas, both ranked and unranked arena matches. You can basically, whoops, I did not mean to queue. You can go through individual, which is all solo queue, team, which is you have a team of 3, and then a friendly match. You can just basically set up a code and you can compete with your friends in arena. Pretty straightforward here. You get rewards such as like arena keys and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. Or arena coins as well that you can spend at a vendor. It's just a fun little side thing to do as you play the game. Right now, they're working on them too. Weekly missions. You unlock these weekly missions each week once the server resets or on that particular day that the server does. So right now it says 9:25 to 10:02. You basically can earn or unlock these. You'll see the check marks here. Once this passes, you will then get to look at all the rewards you unlocked, and you'll get to pick one. So like obviously the more you unlock, the more chances you get of something pretty good. And a lot of things in the game can be earned on this page randomly. So make sure you're trying to complete as many of these as you can each week. All right, community stuff. These will go fast too. This is your guild page. It shows your guild ranking, your rewards from your guild, member list, your like what drops your guild has got that you can kind of go out for loot council, stuff like that. Pretty straightforward. Your guild's guild record, everything's there. Party board. This is where people post parties for all kinds of activities, whether it's farming open world dungeons or of course all the other group dungeons. You can queue into a group dungeon and not have to mess with the screen, but it is pretty useful if you're having trouble getting a group. Just come in here. Someone's looking for a DPS or a healer or a tank, speed runs, etc., etc. Party matchmaking. This is basically on the co-op dungeon page. You're never going to use this. Relationships. This is just your friends. You can feud people. Wait. I transferred servers and lost all my friends. So if you're on my friends list, add me back. You can feud with people, mark someone that you don't like. That way you can see them in PvP all the time, etc., etc. Block people. Rankings. These are activity rankings. Kill rankings, guild rankings, growth rankings, real time, all time. Like these are for the sweaties for the most part to compete against, you know. Not really like a menu that you're going to visit on a regular basis unless you're trying to get like kill records and stuff like that, right? Kill records, same thing. Mail. This is like the team will send you things here like ornate coins for like, oh, the server was down for an hour. Here's some stuff. So make sure you check here for mail. Settings, this is where you adjust everything about the game, such as like graphics, sound, etc. You guys know the drill there. Pretty straightforward. Edit UI. This is huge. Okay. If anybody's played an MMO and had to download an add-on to move your UI, this screen will let you do it. It'll let you drag things around here to and fro. Allows you to, you know, adjust exactly how you want your screen to be, where everything is listed. It's really, really good that they have this in the game, I think. So make sure you use your edit UI thing. Hide UI just for like screenshots and stuff, not a big deal. Photo mode, again, pretty cool. You can change the lighting, you know, all kinds of dope things to get screenshots in the game. It's cool. Are you going to use it a lot? Maybe not. But it's there if you want to. Escape. This is basically your unstuck button. Use that when you get stuck. Select character. This just allows you to switch back and forth from your character to your other character. Maybe you don't have another character. This button is useless if you don't. And then exit game, of course, it logs you out of the game completely. Real quick, these side menus again. Coupon, Solosium notice board. This is just basically the events that are going in the game. Coupons. If you have a code to enter in the game, you can do that here. Your storage chest. We already went through that. That is also in a different screen. Now I'm drawing a blank, but you know it's there and here. Help. This is basically takes you out of the game completely. What the fudge happened there? The game crash. And then there was 2 other menus, but they're not important. I don't use them, so you don't need to either. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully this video was helpful. Now you at least you have some explanations of what all the menus do, which ones are important, which ones are not. Maybe you didn't know something existed in the game. Now you do. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you in the next video.